the Tattooed Stitcher, and I am back for another update. It's been 2 weeks since my last video, and I have a lot of Christmassy good things to show and share, so I'm just gonna jump right in. First of all, let me apologize on my last video. The last, I don't know however much long of minutes. Okay, I don't rewatch my videos. I can't do it. So I don't edit mid video. But I was watching the last few minutes to remind myself of what shows I talked about in my last video. And all I could hear was the screaming of my 3-year-old. Her room is right across the hall of my sewing room. And she goes in her room for rest time. And she just laughs and screams and screeches and squeals and is really, really loud in there. So she wasn't screaming out of distress, screaming out of just joy of being in her room all by herself. So I do apologize for your eardrums if that was bothersome for you. Trying it a little differently today. She is awake, but she's occupied. So we'll see how long that lasts. And hopefully we can avoid the screaming in the future. So I'm going to jump into the stitching part. And also the lighting is a little, I hope it's decent. We have like a foot of snow outside and it's super cloudy. We're going to get more snow. So we're just working with my overhead light and it's kind of like foggy. I'm not sure why. So anyways, to the stitching. I do have 2 finishes. I have 1 finish and 1 fully finish. So my fully finish is, I don't have the chart with me, but it is something with Rudolph. I really cannot remember, but it's a with eye needle and thread. And I had finished this earlier in the month. I can't remember if I finished this December or November, but it's a with eye needle. This is stitched on 32 count caramel from Seraphim Fabrics with 1 strand over 2 threads. I had this finished the last time you saw it, but I fully finished it. I was waiting on some trims. So I stuffed it with sawdust, and this was my first attempt at stuffing with sawdust. I thought that I had put enough in there, but after I had sewn the bottom and then got the trim on the side, it was a little empty. I like my pillows a bit puffier than this, but it's still cute and there's no way I'm unstitching the bottom and putting more in there. So this is just what it's going to be left with. So I put some candy cane ticking on the back and some Lady Dot Creates rickrack on the sides. I think this is the color Sizzle. And then this is just a ribbon I got at Walmart. And I think it's really cute, even if it's not as poofy as I would like it. But it's already been in my bowl since I finished it, and I do love it. But I got a couple of tips from Christy on sawdust stuffing, so I will implement those with my next pillow. And then, I'll set that here. And then my next finish was a Blackbird Designs called Frosty's Night Out. The chart is already put away. I stitched this on 36 count. I don't know the name of this linen and I lost the tag, but it's just a dirty blue. And I stitched him with all of the called fors except this blue green is called Tartan Plaid from Classic Colorworks, and the red was I can't remember, but it was a color in cotton. There's supposed to be 2 colors of black in the boots and the hat. I did just 1 color of black in the boots. Oh, the blue boot color, the black is not called for either, but it was super similar. But I did do the other color in the hat. So the darker color was one, and then the center of the hat was a color in cotton. I just pulled whatever black was nearest to me when I was stitching. But he turned out really cute. I'm not sure how I'll finish it because it is round. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be finished on a hat. but I don't want to finish it on a hat. So any ideas, pop them down below, because I'm unsure what to do here with this finish. But he's really, really cute. Okay. So I tried to touch, or I did touch, almost all of my Christmas whips. If not all of them. All of them might have gotten worked on. So I will start with this whip. I worked a little bit on Peace and Goodwill from With Thy Needle. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get into this chart. It's not even like big or overwhelming. I just can't get into it. Maybe I will finish it next year. There was just so many things to work on, and this one was never one that I was like, I want to work on that right now. I'm stitching it on 36 count Hazelwood from Fiber on a Whim. Not a ton of progress here, but I did finish the house and finish the pot and the tree, and I did the pine cone and the little bird. I might have done this top Quaker motif too. It's really pretty. It will be pretty when it's finished. A bunch of people have finished it. Okay. And another whip that I worked on, I'll put that back in here, was, oh my gosh, okay, fingers function today. This Joyous Season from Plum Street, and I mainly focused on the house, just filling in. Let's see, I'm stitching this on 36 count Vintage Meadow Rue from Lakeside Linens. And this is what it looks like. So I did more of the red house fill-in. I finished the roof, like shingle outlines, and I did the basket on the top. And it looks like I filled in a little bit of the roof too. I'm obsessed with the red. Oh, I did some snow at the bottom too. There's so much snow at the bottom. I love the red in this chart. It's got to be one of my favorite reds now. It's so pretty. I love the subtle darker variegation through it. What's it called? Cayenne from Weeks Dye Works. I love it. Okay. Oh, I need this back. Okay, another whip that I worked on, I started on the 1st with a couple of people, is Plum Street Samplers, A Yuletide Welcome. I love this chart. Every time I see it stitched, I'm like, I need it. So I'm stitching it with all the called fors, except I did sub the NPIs. One of the NPIs I subbed with Peapod. The other one I subbed with the DMC suggestion. And the last one I subbed with Wagon Wheel from Victorian Motto. Oh, and I did sub Walnut, which is the called for color for the roof. And I didn't have Walnut, and you can't find Walnut. I subbed it with Weather Vane from Classic Colorworks, which I think will be nice. And I'm stitching this on the called for 36 count Vintage Buttercream from Lakeside Linens. And I worked upwards on this one. So I finished the border on the left-hand side, and I did it across the top for a ways. And then I was working on this humongous flower thing and all those, a few little motifs. It's so cute. The colors are really interesting because they're not overly Christmas. They're more like fall, but they give Christmas. I'm not sure how she did that, but I stopped when I was working on that massive peacock. But I worked on this for a few days. Oh, there, now we can get more accurate of what the colors are. It's so pretty. It's really not that big. I gave myself kind of a ridiculously massive margin for unknown reasons. I could have stitched it the other direction, looks like, on the fabric, but oh well. It's really pretty. I'm gonna put this one away. My room is such a mess behind me. Please ignore it. Okay. And now we're just going through projects as I pull them up. I did have a new start. I had a few new starts, but one of the new starts I did over the last 2 weeks is a hands-on design called Cranberry Christmas. I love all of the pieces in this chart, but I started with the big pillow. And this is just stitched in DMC, and I'm stitching this on 40 count Tropical Stitches Tekla. And I'm having so much fun stitching this. I have stitched a hands-on design before, but it's been a really, really long time. I forgot how much fun they are to stitch. The colors are just, I don't know. Her charting is really nice. The colors are so fun, and they're just like bite-sized charts, bite-sized projects that feel not too overwhelming, but I don't know. I really love the Cranberry Christmas one. I bought this chart. I've admired this chart for a long time, but I bought it when she came to Stitch West as the designer in October. And I'm really glad I did. I love it. I love this fabric too. I feel like it's been so long since I've stitched on a 40 count. Like the last few months, it's been strictly 36 count for some reason. But so it took me a minute to get back in the groove of 40 count. And this fabric is just fantastic. I love Tropical Stitches fabric. There's something just so nice about the way that it feels. And I love that whatever her dyeing process is, the holes don't shrink. So like it just feels, I don't know, it's just really nice to stitch on. And I love this color so much. I had to go buy a piece of, this is just a tiny little cut I had of it. I had to go buy a full-size piece of this one in the 40 and 36 because I think the color is just incredible and versatile for so many things. So I've been having a lot of fun working on this one. It'll definitely be finished before the end of the month, which is nice. And then another new start I had, the rest of them are not new starts. Okay. Another new start I had was one I have been talking about for what feels like an age. And that is Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. This is a restart for me, but as you know, I have really, really, really struggled to decide on a fabric. I've had many, many options, and you have all given me your fabulous opinions. And in the end, I went with none of them. I went with none of them. I found a piece. So if you watch Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, she's also stitching this, and she had hers kitted from Country Sampler with a fabric that they thought matched the picture. And I saw it and I immediately said, that's it. That's it. That's the fabric. So I went online. I found a piece thanks to my friend Carol. I found a piece from Kitten Stitcher, and it is called Mermaid's Firewood from Dames of the Needle. And I'm stitching it on 36 count, and it's just perfection. I love every single color on this fabric. I love the way that it's looking. It's giving me the vibe that I was trying to achieve with the other fabrics. So I restarted this with Carol on Saturday, this past Saturday, and this is my progress that I've made. It is a bit annoying stitching for the second time all of this that I've already stitched, but loving the fabric 110% makes a huge difference in desired who want to stitch on this. It'll be worth the sacrifice of restitching what I've done because, I mean, the fabric is just incredible. So I'm extremely, extremely happy to have this restarted on this beautiful fabric. I'm not sure how many more days I'll stitch on it, but I'm leaving it on the hoop just because it's easy to knock out one or two of these little, what do you call them? Like frond, hollyberry fronds. I don't know. And I mean, look at the white. The white is showing up so good. And that was my problem with the last one. So I'm really, really, really happy. Okay. Oh geez, don't fall. Okay, and then I only have a PDF of this chart, so let me pull it up. I was watching and being extremely influenced by Lori Holt, her last YouTube, where she was showing a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. And she showed this finish. I think she said she finished it last year or the year before. And I've had this chart for a really long time. And I started it a year or so ago. And I wasn't feeling my colors that I pulled. So I ended up restarting it this year. And that is Pineberry Lane's Merry and Bright. And I did change a few of the colors to emulate what Lori did with hers. And I'm loving it. I'm stitching this on 40 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit. And this is what it looks like so far. So the only color change so far that I can think of is I swapped, this girl is supposed to have a pink apron and a green dress, and I swapped so the reverse. And I'm stitching this in all DMC, all the called for DMC. And it's so cute. And so there's a lot of presents. There's presents here, and they're kind of like floating all around. There's supposed to be a French knot in the bow, and I was like, no, I don't do French knots. So I put some beads in, just a matching to the thread. I have so many beads from all my Mirabilias. I have like a million beads, it feels like. So I just went through my stash and found beads that work. And I just think it just gives it a fun little something to have a little bead there. And this is stitched on 40 count, and it's still like a decent size. Most likely it'll be turned into a pillow, but it's just so cute. I'm having a lot of fun stitching on 40 count again. It's been a while, like I said, and I don't know. It's nice to stitch on it again, but it's really cute. I really love this. My favorite part is probably this candy cane stripe border. And it'll be done before the end of the month for sure, too. Okay, and my last whip, not a new start, this is a whip, is Santa Stops Here from With Thy Needle. So many people are stitching this, and so many have finished it. And every time I see someone finish it, I'm like, I love it so much. I'm having the greatest time stitching on this project. I don't know what it is about it. I just love everything. Everything is perfect. I'm having a great time on it. I'm stitching it with all of the called for threads on 36 count. What is this? Maple Bar from Cedar River Linen. And this is where I am. So I finished the top border. So this is halfway, maybe just slightly more than halfway, because the page break is right here. So I finished the candy cane border across the top, and then I've been filling in bricks. I did some snow the last time I worked too. So there's like the walkway here I've got to fill in. So I did all the snow on this side. So I've been filling in all of these bricks. There are so many. And then I started on the tree because it kind of morphs onto the house, and I wanted to have the house like fully bordered in. And then I've been filling in roof slowly too. But I just think it's so pretty and adorable, and there's something really, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like methodic or soothing, comforting about filling in these bricks. I just am really loving it. And this fabric is amazing. I love this fabric. So I'm having a lot of fun stitching on this one. Will it be done the end of this year? No, but that's okay. It's really cute. Okay, that is all my whips, all the things I worked on and the things that I have finished. and I'm not going to go into any plans because I don't have any. I have no plans. We are, how many days? 7 days out till Christmas, 8 days out till Christmas. I'm just trying to survive at this point, people. I'm just trying to make it through. It feels like I've had 5 days to prepare for Christmas. I don't know where the month has gone. And, you know, leading up to Christmas, all the activities and the parties and the, all the things. It's a lot. Any time of stitching I'm getting, I'm enjoying. It's far and few between. I'm lucky if I get 30 minutes the last week of stitching a day. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all in the name of Christmas fun, right? So with that being said, yeah, no plans other than I know that, let's see, what's today? 17th. So I won't be back next week because it's Christmas Eve. But I will be back either next week, the end of the week, or my normal video time. Oh, the whole entire family is going to be home. At my normal video time to do a regular update, but I'm also going to do the last week of December. I'm going to do an end of the year whip parade, what whips I'm bringing into 2025. Gross. What whips I'm bringing into 2025, and my very loose ideas of plans for 2025. So I will show my haul right now. I did buy a few digital charts. I always forget to show my digital charts. I buy a lot of digital charts because I'm a PDF stitcher. So this ties into some haul you'll see later, but I bought the new, what's it called? Quaker Christmas stocking and sampler from Kathy Barrick. I wanted this the second I saw it. It is beautiful. I knew she was going to release it as a PDF because she almost always does with her charts. So I was just waiting until her PDF came out. And yesterday I noticed that it was finally up on Etsy, and so I snagged it. It's so pretty. I am obsessed with the colors and that swan. Oh, love it. I'm not sure if I'll stitch it as the stocking or as the long sampler. My heart is kind of saying the stocking because I did Olga's autumn stocking and I managed to finish that. So it'd be fun to have it as a little stocking. So then I fell down an ornament stitching rabbit hole thanks to Raquel from Raquel Creates. I think it used to be Creative Raquel, but I think it's Raquel Creates. I'm not sure. Raquel on Instagram has been showing a bunch of little finishes lately, and it's enabling me. So I went scouring the internet for ornaments. I found a whole bunch of free ones. And I've collected, you know, free ones over the years, but I was looking at Hands-On Design because I'm having such a good time stitching Cranberry Christmas. I was looking at her website. She offers quite a few digital charts. So I bought this one called Pierre Noel. I just loved that Santa. It's so cute. And then I also bought the Cookie Exchange. I thought that was so cute. So starting to collect little ornament charts. I don't normally spend money on ornament shirts, so we'll see how long I keep that up. But it's nice to kind of do those little tiny bite-sized things. And I would like to have a tree here next year and be able to put some stitchy ornaments and things on it. So there's that. And then you forget how much you get over a 2-week period. Okay, so in the mail that came yesterday, I pre-ordered this from Annabella's, but they took a really long time to get to shops, which is the Hello Santa book from Teresa Kogut. I pre-ordered this the second you could pre-order it. So I got that, and I also got a couple of their tart tins for like finishing. I've been wanting to try finishing in one of those. Okay, and then also enabled by Lori Holt, and I finished a few of my old ones, so those are the only charts I had of them. But I wanted to get a few more of the Prairie Schooler Santas. I think I mentioned it in my last video that I wanted some of these with the animals. So I got the Northwind Santa. This is the 2020 Santa. And then I got this Santa, which is the 2019 Santa. And this one, which was the 2021 Santa. And then those were from 123 Stitch. This is also from 123 Stitch. Santa's Revisited. What is that? I don't know Roman numerals. It's the 2009, 2011, and 2016 Prairie Schooler Santas. I loved all of these. I love the skates. I might not do the hockey stick thing because I just like the skates. And I love this one. And then this one has a cute little cardinal. So I got a few Santas from 123 Stitch. And I also got a few pieces of fabric from 123 Stitch. I got a piece of 36 count Picture This Plus Heartland. It's just a really gorgeous neutral that I didn't have and I wanted it. It reminds me of a maple bar from Cedar River Linen. So I got that. And then I also got, which is very interesting, I got another piece of Milk and Honey from Fiber on a Whim. And it's beautiful. I love it, but it looks very, very different from the last piece of Milk and Honey that I got from Fiber on a Whim. My last piece was much lighter than this. This is a lot darker. I'm not like angry about it. I just found it interesting. But so got a piece of Milk and Honey. And then I ordered a whole bunch of finishings from Lady Dot Creates, all in Christmas colors. Pom-poms, chenilles, ribbons, rickracs. Look how pretty that ribbon is. I love that one. So finishing things. And then on Black Friday, what is her name? Hillside Rookery. Oh. Olivia from Hillside Rookery was doing 20% off on her Etsy. So I bought a chart that I have been eyeing for a year because Christy and Lori are stitching it together. And that is Exemplars from the Heart Pumpkin Season. I love this chart. I think it's stitched in NPI. It's beautiful. I love this chart so much. I'm really glad to have it in my stash now. And I took advantage of a sale. So. But she was also doing 20% off of her NPI kits. And I've never used NPI. So I really wanted to take an opportunity to try some. So I got the NPI kit for the Quaker Christmas stocking from Kathy Barrick. And she packaged it so cute. It came in this little bag, the little tag. And they are gorgeous. Oh geez, oh geez. Hold up. Aren't they so stunning? I wish I could hold them up better for you. I'm sorry. I am so excited to try these. I'm feeling my Christmas stitching bug desire very much waning, so I don't know that I'll start it right away. Maybe in January or February. We're still going to be very much into winter, and this stocking is very wintry to me, less Christmas, more wintry. So maybe I'll start it in the next few months when we're still suffering in winter. I'll still be here suffering in the winter, don't worry. So then, because of the Lori Holt video, she has a framing tutorial video, and she shows how she does her framing. I don't lace my things, but she was showing how she laced, and I thought maybe I would try it her way. So she uses these doll needles and crochet thread. So maybe the next time I am framing something, I will attempt to lace. She also puts, and I've put warm and natural batting between my stitching and the foam core board, but it's kind of a pain because it slips around. But she uses a fabric glue to glue it down to the foam core board, and I was like, duh. That's very smart. So I got some of that to try doing that for next time. Oh, I also got this fabric from 123 Stitch because of the Kathy Barrick stocking. It is Fiber on a Whim wheat. This is the fabric that the stocking is stitched on. So I will have all the NPI, the called for fabric, ready to start that project. Okay, and then again, because Black Friday sale, I ordered from Farm Girl Dry Goods, Michelle, all of the Loose Feathers series charts. I know that Jessica and the Tiger Lily Stitches lady, Carrie, are starting an Anniversary of the Heart sale in January, and I like the Anniversary of the Heart charts. It's just not like, I like these better. I like the blues and the browns and the golds. So if I join their sale, I'd use this probably. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I would stitch all of these separately, not on one big piece. Okay, and then my last piece of haul is I got the Rika House of Stitch and Stash exclusive kit. This is not a kit with a bag or a folio. She did offer just the kitted project as an option, so I did order this from her. It came in a beautiful, beautiful box. I love this. And the fabric is 36, I chose 36 count, but it is Dames of the Needle called Cow Fodder. Beautiful. It was packaged so pretty too, and then I just tore into it. So we've got the chart. It's called Frosted Pines at Rosewood. And I already put all the threads on a ring, but look at these colors. Oh, they're so beautiful. I love it. I was gonna start this right away, but again, I'm kind of burned out of new starts right now because I've done so many. I really just want to work on my whips. So, and this chart kind of screams more winter to me than Christmas as well. So maybe I will start it in the winter in the next few months. And that is all of my haul and all of my projects. So I will talk, oh, and let me show bags really quick. I am going to list bags this week on Thursday around 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it's going to be my last bag drop for the year. And they're all Christmas, wintry bags. So if you want one of these bags, just watch for my drop on Thursday. I will have the red truck cardinal bags, the blue gingerbread bags, the vintage gingerbread bags. These have that candy cane ticking inside. I've got these winter floral bags. The charm is a snowflake, and the inside is this dark green. And I will have more of the Nutcracker Dogs bag that have the plaid inside. And their charm is a wreath. And then I will have a few more of the Winter Horses bag, which has the vintage candy canes inside. And then I have more of the Glitter Village bags. I wish you could see. Oh, look, can you see the glitter? Ooh, you could see it. Oh, they're so glittery. And the inside is this plaid. So watch for those on Thursday. And now I can go into my life and shows. My iPad's about to die. Okay, life. I've done so many things. Let's see. I subbed in my mother-in-law's bunko group, and it was their Christmas one. So we had dinner and played bunko, which is like a dice game, and then did a gift exchange. I was a last minute sub, so I was like scrambling to figure out what to give, and the theme was your favorite things. So I had a really cute, like, I think it was a Country Cottage Needleworks or a Little House Needleworks, like winter house that I'd stitched like 5 years ago. So I pulled it out and I finished it really cute. I will put a picture of it in the beginning of this video. It was so cute. It was really, really hard to give away. So I put that in the gift because cross stitch, one of my favorite things. And then I put a bag of my favorite caramels inside and one of my favorite candles. It was really fun. They all really liked it. So, and then I met up with Kate, Madam Ice. She's a Flosstuber here on YouTube. She was in my area for work and we met up for dinner, and that was so much fun. I was so happy to meet up with her. I hadn't seen her since Queen City 2023. So that was really fun. And then it was my son's birthday. Did I take a picture of his cake? I did not make his cake this year. I was just so overwhelmed with all the things. I couldn't settle on any kind of cake design or flavors or anything. So I bought his cake from an Albertsons here. Albertsons cake is our favorite, like, store-bought cake. And it was SpongeBob on the top. He is SpongeBob freak right now. He got a lot of presents. He was a spoiled boy, and he is 10. I have a 10-year-old. I'm not well about it. I don't like it. I think I was having midlife crisis about it all day. So we just had a family party with cake and gifts, and he had a great time. And then what else? We had my daughter's Christmas dance performance last night. It was the first one that my husband was able to go to because it was after work. And so he met us over there and we all got to watch Perky do her dance. And it was really cute. I got lots of cute pictures. I'll put them at the beginning too. Today is our last day of dance for the break. Oh, so we get 2 weeks off. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think that, we had a family Christmas party on Saturday, this past Saturday, with my mom's sister. So my aunt and all my cousins. We do it every year. And it was a lot of fun. It's like the only time I see any of them, which is so stupid because they all live right here. But it was a great time. I love getting to see them every Christmas. We've been doing it since I was little. So that was a good time. And we have, what do we have this week? We have more things this week. We did the dance recital. I'm trying to wrap Christmas gifts. This is the kids' last week of school, so I have 3 more days to get all the gifts wrapped, and I only have a very short window of time to wrap between all kids being around. So I've got to finish wrapping gifts this week and get them under the tree. And then Sunday this week, we have Christmas party with my mother-in-law and all of my husband's siblings. So that's going to be fun. I'm not sure what I'm bringing to that yet. I brought a huge cheese ball to the family party on Saturday. It was like, had bacon bits and cream cheese, obviously, and shredded cheese, and there's something else in it. Seasonings, and then it was rolled in chopped walnuts and shredded cheese. Oh, it was so good. I love a good cheese ball. I've been trying to think of what Christmas foods we're making and planning for that, and treats need to be baked, and it'll be okay. We will survive. We'll survive Christmas. My husband gets 2 weeks off for Christmas, so we're all gonna be home for 2 weeks. See if I survive it. Okay, shows. I have been watching all the Christmas shows, and I have a few that I really want to put you on. The first one, it is on Netflix. It is called Holidate. It has Emma Roberts in it and Kristen Chenoweth. Kristen Chenoweth is in like every Christmas movie, I swear. And this movie is hilarious. It is so funny. It's become one of my new favorites. I will watch it every year because I was laughing so hard at some of the scenes in it. Basically, this girl and this guy decide they're sick of not having dates on the holidays, and their family's trying to set them up with everyone, so they decide to be each other's holiday for a whole year. Obviously, they end up falling in love, whatever. But it's so, so funny. It is a hilarious movie. I really suggest you go watch it if you like funny Christmas movies. And then I watched a couple of Hallmark Christmas movies. I watched A Castle for Christmas, which has, I've told so many people about these movies that I feel like I've said them on here, but maybe I haven't. Anyways, it's got Brooke Shields and Carrie Elway, and basically she's an author that goes to hide in a Scottish castle for Christmas and falls in love with the Duke or Lord or whoever lives there. And it's super cheesy, super cute. I'll watch anything with Carrie Elway. So, and then I also watched A Biltmore Christmas, and this has quickly become one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. It's also on Netflix, and it's got the girl from One Tree Hill playing the main character in it. And basically this girl goes back in time accidentally to this Christmas movie that's being filmed in this Biltmore mansion and falls in love with the actor guy in it. It was just so good. It was really funny, romantic, all the, time traveling vibes. I loved it so much, and everyone I've made watch it has also loved it. So highly, highly recommend you go watch that immediately. And then I also watched Miracle in Bethlehem, PA. Basically, it's like a play on Mary and Joseph and, the Virgin Mary story. It was really cute. It was super short too. It was barely over an hour, and I really liked it. And then I watched The Man Who Invented Christmas. Now, I've seen this movie before. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's got Dan Stevens, who was in the Beauty and the Beast live action, and also Downton Abbey. He played Matthew Crawley. This movie's on Prime, and it's basically about Charles Dickens. He plays Charles Dickens as he was writing A Christmas Carol. It's so good, super heartwarming, I love the Christmas Carol story. It was just beautiful. It's a beautifully shot and written movie. I love it. And then I watched Love Hard, which is a Christmas romantic comedy on Netflix with Nina Dobrev, who was in Vampire Diaries. And that's the only actor I knew from that movie. Basically, this girl's catfished by a guy and goes to spend Christmas with him, finds out she's being catfish, and it's just really funny. It's a funny movie. It was really cute. I liked it a lot. And then I watched some of my favorites, Love Actually, Four Christmases, Muppet Christmas Carol, The Grinch. I'm blanking. All the classic ones, the Griswolds one. Why can't I think of the name? Christmas Vacation. It's like my favorite one, and I could not remember the name. It's okay. Christmas Vacation. We watch a ton of Christmas movies. It's just, we like to watch them every night. My husband and I will be like, which Christmas movie are we watching tonight? I might make him watch Biltmore Christmas, because when I explained it to him and the holiday one, he was like, I kind of want to watch that one. So we might rewatch those, because he would like them. And then I watched one I had never seen before, but is older movie. It's called The Family Stone with, there's a million people in it. Rachel McAdams, Luke Wilson, the lady from Sex and the City. Anyways, I'm not sure how I felt about it. I did like it, but that family is horrible. I did not like that family. They were terrible, horrible, mean people. I hated the mom. I don't know why people love that movie so much. I like the house a lot. I like the house a lot in that movie, but I hated that family. So that's the shows that I am recommending. They're all Christmas. There are still a few that I want to watch. I've been waiting to watch. There are some Christmas movies that I do not watch until Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I don't watch A Christmas Story until Christmas Eve, and I watch it usually twice on Christmas Eve because I'm just cooking and baking, and so I just have movies going. I'll watch The Grinch again on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day I watch It's a Wonderful Life. Every single year, It's a Wonderful Life. That's like a 3-hour movie. It's one of the best Christmas movies in the world. Fight me. Just kidding. But we watch it every Christmas Day, so we'll be watching that one for sure. Oh, Christmas of the Cranks. We'll watch that one still. Even though we watched it once, we'll probably watch it again. I think that's all the ones on my immediate list there. Oh, I watched one with Lindsay Lohan, Our Little Secret. I think I talked about it though. But there's another one she's in. It's called Falling for Christmas. I still want to watch that one. And then she's got this other one called Irish Wish. I don't know if it's Christmas themed, but I do want to watch it. Sorry, I'm talking really fast. But that's all the shows that I'm going to recommend for today. All Christmas shows. Go watch them, especially Biltmore Christmas and The Holiday. Loved it. Yeah, no plans. I'm going to stitch on all my Christmas things. There's only a few days to a week until Christmas. So I know that up until Christmas, the day after Christmas, I'm going to be like, I'm done. No more Christmas stitching. So I'm going to keep stitching on them until after, and then see what, what strikes me as working on. I'm hoping to get those 2 small Christmases projects finished before my next video. Shouldn't be too hard. And then I'll just keep plugging away at all my giant ones. So I'm just going to leave this video at that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get all the stitching that you want, and have a wonderful and very, very Merry Christmas. And I will see you after. Bye.